Don't think for a second that the Koreans sat back and watched as other brands swept the entire market. No, sir. While many underestimated Korea, they were preparing their strike. A silent strike, well thought out, and now devastating. Today, I'm here to bring you an exclusive look at the 5 Korean cars for the 2026 model year that promise to completely shake up the automotive industry. Models that arrive with enough technology, design, and reliability to make the competition nervous. And pay attention, because what you're about to see here is no joke. These are real launches, strategic moves, and cars that already have the Japanese, Europeans, and Americans thinking. So grab paper and pencil, because this video is a market exclusive and other brands don't want you to know about it. This is AutoSense.
Number 5. We're starting strong because what you're about to see now is not an experiment, it's a declaration of war. The Kia Tasman 2026. This pickup marks a before and after for the Korean automotive industry. It's Kia's first serious, global, and uncompromising foray into the one-ton pickup segment. They didn't come here to test their luck, they came to compete head-on, and it shows from the moment you see it. The design breaks with everything we knew, an aggressive vertical front end with an almost military aesthetic. The lights integrated into the wheel arches aren't a design whim, they give it an imposing, futuristic, distinct presence. You may like it or not, but one thing's for sure, it doesn't go unnoticed. While other pickups keep playing it safe, Kia decided to take risks. But what's important isn't just the pretty face, it's underneath. The Tasman mounts a 100% South Korean engine, a 4-cylinder, 2.2-liter turbo diesel that delivers 207 horsepower and 440 Newton-meters of torque. Serious numbers, designed for real work. This engine is coupled to an 8-speed automatic transmission and an all-wheel drive system with specific terrain modes and rear differential lock. Capabilities? This is where many fall silent. It can carry up to 1.1 tons in the bed and tow 3.5 tons without breaking a sweat. Exactly the territory where the Ford Ranger or Mitsubishi L200 play. Kia didn't come to ask for permission, they came to sit at the same table. And now let's talk about the final blow, the price. The Kia Tasman 2026 starts at around $46,000, a very competitive figure for everything it offers. Distinctive design, solid mechanics, modern technology, and real work capabilities. This pickup is something new, robust, and different for those seeking true Korean engineering without complexes and without copying anyone. That's why the Kia Tasman opens this ranking, because when it hits the streets, more than one person will understand that Korea is already playing in the major leagues. Number 4. Now let's move on to an SUV that was renewed directly from Korea and is captivating the entire world. The Hyundai Tucson 2026. This model is one of the most cutting-edge proposals in the segment, and not by chance. Hyundai perfectly understood the Tucson formula. Improve what already worked, correct mechanical details, and deliver the aesthetic punch people had been asking for. And the result, it must be said, was a complete success. The Tucson 2026 now looks cleaner, wider, and with a much more robust and sophisticated presence. It feels more planted on the street, more confident. But where it really sets itself apart is on the inside. Hyundai decided to break with everything from before. The cabin was completely redesigned and now integrates an enormous curved panoramic screen that unites the instrument cluster with the infotainment system in a single piece. Everything looks modern, well-integrated, and driver-oriented. Additionally, the gear selector moved to the steering column, freeing up impressive space on the center console. More order, more space, and the feel of a vehicle from another category. In the mechanical department, the Tucson 2026 reinforces its bet on efficiency. The gasoline version mounts a 2.0-liter engine that delivers around 154 horsepower, sufficient for comfortable, relaxed daily use. But where the real technological leap is found is in the hybrid version. That setup combines a 1.6-liter turbo engine with an electric motor to reach a combined power output close to 230 horsepower. This is the version gaining the most ground in many markets, mainly due to its excellent balance between performance and consumption. It uses less, performs better, and feels more refined. And as for price, Hyundai was smart. They analyzed the market and decided to compete head-on. The entry price hovers around $34,000 depending on the version and country. A very aggressive figure for everything it offers. The Tucson 2026 perfectly represents the South Korean strike for this year. A well-thought-out, well-executed SUV that's already delivering sales results. Hyundai isn't improvising, they're playing to win. And attention, because now we're entering the top 3 Korean models that aim directly to become industry bestsellers. Number 3. The next model is another that went through a deep renovation and is quietly positioning itself very well, the Kia Sportage 2026. Here, Kia did again what they're best at lately, take risks in design and get it right. The first thing that hits you is the front end. Boomerang-shaped daytime running lights, much more aggressive, and a grille that extends across the width of the vehicle, giving it a futuristic appearance, almost as if you were seeing an electric prototype rolling down the street.
It doesn't look like a conservative SUV, it looks like a preview of the future. But the real punch isn't just visual. Kia decided to raise the safety standard and did so where it hurts the competition most. For the first time, this Sportage integrates last-generation proactive safety technologies from the entry-level versions. Systems you previously only saw in premium brands now come standard or at low cost. That changes the rules of the game and elevates real protection for passengers. Mechanically, Kia didn't improvise. For most markets, the brand's proven engine remains, the 2.0-liter that delivers around 154 horsepower, a balanced, reliable engine sufficient for daily use. But the big bet is on the non-plug-in hybrid version. That's where the electrically assisted 1.6 turbo setup comes in, delivering combined power close to 227 horsepower. What do you gain from this? Better response when passing, better behavior on slopes, and above all, notable fuel savings in the city. It's an SUV that performs well when you need it and uses little when it matters most. And this isn't theory. The Sportage 2026 is already being seen more and more on the streets, and when a model starts appearing frequently, it's because it's doing something right. That snowball effect generates more sales and confirms what many are already noticing with Kia. For years, it was thought that the battle was only between the Japanese and Chinese, but the South Korean market is hitting hard with well-made, well-equipped, and well-thought-out products. And for 2026, the Kia Sportage aims to be one of the market's big surprises.
Number 2.
We continue with Kia because there was a car that simply couldn't be left off this list, a model that had such a radical evolution that many still can't process it, the Kia K4 2026. This sedan is Korea's clearest bet to revive the segment against the total dominance of SUVs, and they did it with intelligence, not nostalgia. The K4 arrives with a fastback-type silhouette that gives it the appearance of a sporty coupe much more expensive than it actually is. It looks low, wide, and modern. It stands out very well, and that's why people are buying it. But it's not just a facade like the Toyota Corolla or Mazda 3. That translates into something very concrete, more interior space you previously only found in higher segment sedans. Here, Kia created a different proposition, one that doesn't compete by copying, but by offering more for the same money. And if you doubt that, ask any K4 owner how it feels inside. You'll hardly find bad opinions. When a brand does things right, it shows quickly in real reviews. Well-chosen materials, good design, and the feel of a well-built car. In the mechanical department, Kia didn't fall short either. The base version mounts a 2.0-liter engine that delivers 148 horsepower, a more than correct figure for a sedan of this size. But for those who want something more, the brand went a step further and offered a version with a 1.6-liter turbo engine, capable of generating 190 horsepower, coupled to an 8-speed automatic transmission, something that frankly isn't common in this segment. The K4 responds well, feels stable on the highway, transmits safety, and demonstrates that mechanical reliability remains a priority. All this for a price around $22,000. You pay that for a well-made, spacious, modern sedan with character. A direct hit to the traditional brands that for years dominated this segment without innovating too much. While others slept, Kia woke up, and with the K4 2026, it's winning market share that few saw coming. And now, yes, get ready because here comes number 1, the Korean model that's leaving everyone speechless.
Number 1.
We've reached the absolute winner of this list, the imposing South Korean, the one that doesn't hesitate, the one that came to make the competition nervous, the Hyundai Palisade 2026. This is the SUV that many already dare to compare with a Rolls-Royce, but with tens of thousands of dollars less. And no, it's not an exaggeration, it's the real perception of those who have already seen it, tested it, and analyzed it. We're talking about a 3-row SUV that marks a turning point for Hyundai. The brand made a bold decision, abandoned the traditional V6 engine, and bet on a turbo-hybrid powertrain with a clear objective to surpass established benchmarks like the Toyota Highlander hybrid. And they did it without fear. From the outside, the Palisade 2026 commands respect. The design is more robust, more serious, more premium. The front grille grew. The vertically stacked horizontal LED lights give it a unique visual signature and a presence that doesn't go unnoticed. Inside, the change is even more evident. The vehicle grew in length and wheelbase, and that translates into something that does matter, real space. Leading legroom in the second and third rows. True comfort, even for adults, not those symbolic third rows that only work for children. Here you can travel long distances, comfortably and without sacrifices. But where the Palisade really surprises is in the mechanics. The big news is its hybrid system that combines a 2.5-liter turbo engine with 2 electric motors integrated into an optimized 6-speed automatic transmission. The result is solid, 329 horsepower and 460 newton-meters of torque, well above the previous model. This configuration not only delivers immediate and solid acceleration, but achieves something key for this size SUV, dramatically improved fuel consumption.
Hyundai talks about combined ranges that can exceed 1,000 kilometers on a single tank, an impressive figure for a vehicle in this segment. The Hyundai Palisade 2026 starts at around $50,000, an extremely competitive figure compared to rivals that offer less space, less technology, and often less refinement for more money. That's why the Palisade takes number one, because it demonstrates that Korea no longer just competes, but seeks to lead. This isn't the future, this is the present of the automotive market. And it's not just happening with Korea. Russian brands are also strongly attacking the market with these models that I reveal here. Click and discover them.